It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports.
Go off when I enter the building.
Beautiful sunset glimpse of New Orleans, Louisiana, the city that care forgot. And it's the 76ers coming in from out of town in this one, an interconference game today. Welcome to the NBA for this Friday afternoon broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The lengthy duo of Noel and Embiid down low. Ish Smith is out there with Cannon, and it's Covington in at the 3 slot. And guys, for Drew Holiday, last season was a tale of two halves. Over the first half, he displayed the leadership and the playmaking skills the team had originally acquired him for.
You know what, Kevin? Over the second half of the year, everything just kind of fell apart for Drew. He couldn't shake an injury to his lower right leg. As a result, had to watch from the bench as his team fought for its playoff lives.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Cannon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. On defense, Philadelphia. It's a 3-point game. Outside, Gordon. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
It's a precision shot. You've got to be precise. No room for error on the floater.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Smith kicks to Noel, and he bangs it home with one hand.
He is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the rim.
The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Holiday kicks to Ashik. Evans outside. Floats one up, and Philadelphia grabs the miss.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
There's Cannon with the 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Holiday against Smith. And Holiday kicks to Davis. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Davis has got his first points of the night.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
Smith dishes to Noel. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And check out the bounce.
Oh, bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right, showing him off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
Now here's Gordon. Can't make good off the screen. The 76ers struggled last year, but it was mostly due to their offensive issues, Greg. At times, they could be okay on defense.
No doubt, Kevin. They've got a good group of rim protectors, and they also knew how to force turnovers, but they have got to improve offensively.
And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And the 76ers making a change here. Okafor's checked in. Shot clock at 3. Here's Covington. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Anderson, he's checked in for Omer Ashe. Philadelphia also making some changes. Landry comes in for Noel. And it's Jeremy Grant in for Robert Covington. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to speak with Alvin Gentry for just a moment. I asked him where he thought they have an advantage in this game, and he said our shot blocking is one thing that really sets us apart. Now, we have to be solid all around, but that does help us quite a bit when it comes to sending away penetration and shot attempts inside. Kevin, never something you want to rely on, but always a great backup to have.
Okay, thank you, Doris. And the defensive approach, guys, how do you think that'll play out here?
Sounds like they'd like to keep this a low-scoring affair. This could be one of those grind-it-out kind of games.
And I'm sure that would suit them just fine. It may not be what the fans want to see or hear, but a win is a win. Come on now. A W is a W, and that's what you're playing for.
And the pass to Landry. Here's Cannon, guarded by Holiday. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Beyond the arc. And it's Smith, that time on the assist by Cannon. Smith's got his first 3 points of the game.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Last year, the Pelicans, Greg, pushed their way into the postseason. It was a neck-and-neck battle for that number 8 spot, as you recall, with the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And how about the excitement down the stretch? They were able to edge out the Thunder and Russell Westbrook on that just point binge down the stretch there. What a final day that was. A big, huge win over the Spurs let them get into the postseason for the first time under the Pelican moniker.
Here's Cole. Philadelphia able to drain the three. Releases from the wing and drills it. The 76ers leading by 9.
And as you said, I mean, New Orleans made the playoffs for the first time under the name Pelicans. Unfortunately for them, they ran into the Warriors in the first round and were promptly swept away.
The Pelicans have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. There's the pick. Poked loose. To the paint. Here's Anderson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And thinking back to the Pelicans playoffs from last year, let a 20-point lead slip away in that fourth quarter of Game 3. But they played better than a sweep and got valuable postseason experience for that young roster.
Before getting dinged up, Brian Anderson was rolling. I mean, over the first few seasons of his career, improved in efficiency in all areas. Then he had the back injury, and last season his shooting percentages really went south.
And getting back to Ryan Anderson, in 2012, he won the NBA's Most Improved Player Award. Then, in the summer of that year, he landed an enormous contract in a sign and trade.
Yeah, and that's the good Ryan Anderson. If he can stay healthy, he's a tremendous asset, and he isn't just a shooter. He can get it done on the backboard as well. You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Cole, the pass to Anderson. No good on the triple. The 76ers leading by 10. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. No one near Landry as he lets it go. And again, it's Philadelphia.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Here's Cole. 4 seconds left. That's tipped. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Pelicans.
And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing.
A lot of face-up, like to do the one dribble pull-up. You like to do the one dribble, fade back off one.
Well, I tell you, you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can hurt you with.
Yeah, the brow definitely has the full toolkit available to him, and I say that affectionately. Tools a lot of guys don't learn to use until much later in their careers, Kevin.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Philadelphia.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Evans and Davis, the forward tandem. Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. And it's Asik in at the center position. The 76ers have shot just one free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. Cannon, he's checked in for Stauskas. As sees the first season of action for Nerlens Noel, officially a rookie after sitting out the 2014 season. He looked good, and he got better as the season was going on.
A great point. I think that year off really helped him grow as a player. Coming into the draft when he came out, he was a guy who I thought had one of the most unbelievable motors I had ever seen. And you know what? Everything he was hyped up to be, he lived up to on the defensive end.
Pelicans trail by 8. Evans kicks to Gordon. Got a piece of it. The feed now to Noel. 4-3, Covington. Can't get it to go. And New Orleans will come the other way. They push it up, 4 on 3. Here's Evans. Here's Gordon. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Really unfortunate for Eric Gordon that an assortment of injuries have really derailed his career. A few years back, he looked like he'd be an absolute star. Once a 22 points a game score, was down to 13 a game last season.
Yeah, on the topic of Eric Gordon, one would think he's still young and talented enough to be a difference maker with any team. He just has to stay healthy. That really is the bottom line. He's got to keep his health.
Kevin, the truth is, though he's had a number of injuries, they've all been different. It isn't one chronic thing. So with a little good luck, we could see him shine once more.
The Pelicans trail. Pass to Holiday. Looks for Evans, gets it to him. Asik the screen for Evans. In the corner, it's Gordon. Again, the miss by Gordon.
Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Gordon against Smith. Back to Embiid. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 4 assists in the game. Here's Holiday. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Dishes to Asik. He feeds it to Evans. And Embiid with the block. Smith outside. Embiid inside. Working on Asik. Embiid, no good.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Here's Evans. Rebounded by Covington. Philadelphia leading by 8. Smith kicks to Noel. Passes it to Covington. The 3. And that one's good. Covington's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And guys, the Spurs coaching tree extends pretty far these days. Coach Brett Brown, another former member of the Spurs staff, to be leading an NBA team.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Some changes for Philadelphia. For New Orleans, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Cole dishes to Cunningham. Feeds to Cole. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. The three from Anderson. The rebound by Grant.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
It's stolen. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Cole's got the ball.
Now that's a momentum shifter there. Steele leading straight to a quick bucket.
Yeah, and a great way, Clark, to capitalize on the turnover. Don't waste any time. Get the ball right up the court.
Landry in the post, defended by Anderson. Here's Grant. Rebound by Ajinça.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense. They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Thompson outside. Okafor in the post, working on Ajinça, and it's Okafor missing.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
Here's Cole. That's his fourth basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And Anderson has it in the corner. Pass to Cunningham. Kicks it to Ajinça. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Great communication on the alley-oop. And the 76ers lead by 7.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
There's a screen. The kick out to Anderson. Landry grabs the miss. Landry's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Grant the pass to Landry. Down low, Thompson. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game.
It was a little bit of a battle for him all season long. Last year, only shooting about 71%.
No good on the second free throw. So we've reached the end of the first half of play.
Yes, guys, I'm here with Anthony.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They have an 8-point lead. Shaq, give me your take.
The area where they impressed me the most has been on the boards. When the shot's gone up, everybody goes for it. Just a matter of maintaining that energy, playing with that same kind of aggression in the final 2 quarters.
And Kenny, what'd you see from New Orleans?
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open. But overall, I thought the offense was stagnant. Look for their coach to draw up some specific plays to try to jumpstart them in the second half.
And that's going to do it for now, as the second half is almost ready to get started.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment.
So far in the game for Cole, he's got 8 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
And so in the game for the 76ers, Noel and Embiid patrol the paint together inside. Cannon out there with Smith, and it's Covington in at the 3.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
The 76ers leading by 5. The 76ers might have dodged having the worst record in the league last season, but they didn't dodge having the worst road record last year, Clark.
They could not dodge that one, Kevin. Just 6 wins on the road, but that was pretty much expected considering the youth and inexperience of this team.
Holiday against Smith. Holiday with it. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. No coverage that time.
And for the 76ers, they weren't a good shooting team in general. And on the road, it got real ugly. They shot under 40% as a team on the year away from home.
Smith kicks to Embiid. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. Here's Gordon. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists tonight. The 76ers leading.
For the Sixers, just a brutal start to last season. 17 straight losses. They did get their first 4 wins of the season as a road team, though. As bad as they were on the road, at least they had that going for them.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Evans outside. He dishes it to Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Embiid.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Covington with the bucket.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Pelicans trail by 8. Holiday dishes to Usher. Evans outside. 3-pointer. Pelicans keep it alive, and he gets it to go. And that's now 6 points for Anthony Davis.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
And he gets it to go.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Gordon the pass to Evans. Hasek the screen for Evans. Shoots off the screen. And it's Noel with the rebound. Last season was possibly the best of Tyreke Evans' career, at least since his unbelievable rookie campaign.
Yeah, and a lot of that has to do with his injury history. I mean, last year he played in 79 games. That's the most of his career. So you could say it was probably the healthiest season he's had since he was a rookie.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. And then for Philadelphia, Okafor comes in for Joel Embiid. And Stauskas subbed in for Ish Smith. Stauskas kicks to Noel. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the 2-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Pelicans trail by 8.
You know, back to Tyreke Evans last year, he had a big jump in 3-point percentage. He was also up in assist, rebounds. Really did a lot of good things. The only bad news, he was also up in turnovers. I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard. And talking about Tyreke Evans, you really hope he can build on what he did last year. He has too much talent to waste on inconsistency. Time for him to just step up here in the prime of his career.
Here's Okafor. It's rebounded by New Orleans. 1:30 left to play in the third. Anderson right side. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Now just a 4-point 76ers lead. Cannon dishes to Okafor. Down low. And slam dunk by Noel.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard, Clark.
Yes,
bringing it down
sir.
hard,
Yes,
my
sir.
brother.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Davis. Cunningham comes in for Tyreke Evans. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. And it's Norris Cole in for Drew Holiday. And Cole kicks to Anderson. There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. Pondexter, the pass to Anderson. From 13, can't hit. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead early. Stauskas dishes to Grant. There's the feed to Thompson. And here's Stauskas from the arc. Cole with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 6. The shot is off.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Lets it go with the 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. That is his first foul of the game.
Boy, did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back in doing it.
Yeah, kudos for the effort. I always love that kind of effort, but he was just a little overzealous.
And Cole kicks to Anderson. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
You know, that's hard to explain, that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
With 1 on the clock, he takes it up and lays it in. And the 76ers lead by 8. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. 7. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Philadelphia leading by 8. Gordon and Pondexter are the wingmen. The shot blocking pair of Davis and Ashik inside. And it's Cole in at the point guard position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And Davis can't get it to go.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, but one more advantage in the stat column, and that's what's translated to this lead.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Cole, the pass to Gordon. Screen by Ashik. It's Davis with the drive. And Embiid with the block. Stolen by Ashik. Here's Davis, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, created havoc out there.
Pondexter, no good. Philadelphia's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Embiid dishes to Okafor. Smith with a wide open look. The 76ers again can't hit it. Pelicans trail by 6. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got 12 points in just the second half.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
There's the dish to Covington. Okafor in the post. He's guarded by Davis. Good! That's now 8 points for Jahlil Okafor.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Here's Cole. Covered by Smith. Gordon. Good D by Thompson.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And he gets the bucket.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
And it's Gordon penetrating, and he gets it to go.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
So for the Pelicans, Evans comes in for Quincy Pondexter. And it's Holiday in for Norris Cole. Philadelphia also making some changes. Nerlens Noel checks in for Okafor. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Hollis Thompson. And Davis pulls it down. Pelicans trail by 6. And Holiday kicks to Davis. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Noel passes to Embiid. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Gordon playing very well. He has 18 points, and he's hit the mark twice from 3-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
And you know, guys, Eric Gordon was an unbelievable 3-point shooter last season. 45% from behind the arc. The first time he's been over 40% in his career.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. Defended by Gordon. From down in the low post, it goes. And the 76ers lead by 6. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Davis with the bucket.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Here's Stauskas. Guarded by Holiday. Landry up top. Clock at 6. Puts one up from 19. And good. He nails it.
The Pelicans call timeout.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I was able to listen in on what Alvin Gentry had to say to the team. He loved the work they were doing on the interior, saying, listen, they've got no answer for us inside, and we're not going to let them off the hook now. Keep pounding it down low.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that wall.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, the great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. And that's collected by Drew Holiday.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Here's Davis, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Carl Landry.
Well, how about Anthony Davis in this one? He's got 14 points and a steal.
Offensively, defensively, man, he has done it all.
All hustle, non-stop effort. He just doesn't quit. Great resilience and relentlessness in his play.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one. Not with so much riding on.
Smith outside. He kicks to Cannon. Now the pass to Noel. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and Embiid throws it down.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 4. 1:06 left to play in the final quarter. The wide open look here for Holiday. And the Pelicans miss again. The 76ers leading by 4. There's Cannon with the 3, and that one's good.
And you know what? He's got a new BFF. It's the triple.
And it has been his BFF today anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
Here's Evans. And there's the feed to Holiday. A 3 ball. And it's Evans missing.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
Time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And Kevin, that was a really sweet stroke from Gordon.
Philadelphia with the ball. It's stolen by Davis. Gordon with no one around. Here's Evans. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Here's Embiid, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And he is unable to get the second one. And so here is New Orleans. And it's Evans in the corner. That doesn't go either for Evans. Embiid inside. Working on Ashik. And Embiid throws it down.
Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, at this late stage, a lead like that, it has a team really feeling quite good about itself, and deservedly so.
11 seconds left in the game. Offensive rebound. Here's Evans. Nails the triple. And he commits the intentional foul.
You had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making. So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. This win such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you, and now we get a chance to check out our Jordan Player of the Game.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunity. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
I love the contribution he gave with his long-range shooting tonight. He was on fire. That turned out to be the big key for them. If someone drove the lane and the defense collapsed, they'd always kick it to him for another 3. Splaka Katayow!
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on